What's up, kinfolk, and welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, do me a favor and subscribe. And if you already are subscribed, do me a favor and get notified so you'll know whenever I upload new videos to the channel. All right, kinfolk, come on into the house. We have a lot to talk about, and it centers around rumors that allegedly Gizelle and Mia are at war with one another. What's going on? I have some new information that may answer that question and more. And here it goes. There's a quiet war going on behind the scenes at Real Housewives of Potomac, allegedly between Gizelle and Mia. The source said Gizelle is allegedly upset about being overshadowed by Mia at the franchise. While Mia's new storyline is looked down upon at the network, it's being praised and allegedly protected by the show's producers. This type of praise has Gizelle seeing red and plotting to take down Mia. Mia is taking Gizelle's power, said the source, by producing and exploiting her own storyline before Gizelle gets the opportunity to do so. Mia has effectively iced Gizelle out of producing her own storyline. What's up, kinfolk, and welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, do me a favor and subscribe. And if you already are subscribed, do me a favor and get notified so you'll know whenever I upload new videos to the channel. All right, kinfolk, come on into the house. We have a lot to talk about, and it centers around rumors that allegedly Gizelle and Mia are at war with one another. What's going on? I have some new information that may answer that question and more, and here it goes. There is a quiet war going on behind the scenes at Real Housewives of Potomac, allegedly between Gizelle and Mia. The source said Gizelle is allegedly upset about being overshadowed by Mia at the franchise. While Mia's new storyline is looked down upon at the network, it's being praised and allegedly protected by the show's producers. This type of praise has Gizelle seeing red and plotting on how to take Mia down, said the source. Mia is taking Gizelle's power by producing and exploiting her own storyline before Gizelle gets the opportunity to do so. The source continued. Mia has effectively iced Gizelle out of producing her storyline, and it's working. Gizelle has nowhere to turn and allegedly is trying to get production to make Mia change her storyline for next season. Mia taking Gizelle's first seat at this year's reunion was icing on the cake, said the source. Mia is proving herself to be smarter than a lot of people think and is rubbing Gizelle the wrong way. The source said Gizelle gets her power from women who blindly follow her and who can't think for themselves. And Mia simply is not that type of girl, as we are seeing. All right, kinfolk, this is a rumor that came across my desk regarding an alleged war that is brewing between Gizelle and Mia. And the first part of this rumor I absolutely can see as being somewhat factual is this. I think it's very evident that Mia's storyline next season is going to carry the entire season if she is allowed to keep it. And Gizelle knows this. With Candace not coming back next year, Gizelle's punching bag and, low-hanging fruit is gone. And now with Robin as well being gone, it's going to be hard for her to even explore Robin's situation with Juan. So Gizelle is going to be effectively left with no storyline to produce from any of the housewives that are interesting storylines. And when you look at Mia, she has the most interesting storyline. The only thing about it is Mia has taken control of her narrative. So with that being said, when you're taking control of your own narrative, it's hard for someone to come in and exploit it. And Gizelle knows this. So I can definitely see Mia and her storyline between her, her new boyfriend, and G carrying all next season of Real Housewives of Potomac. Now, is it a risky move? Absolutely. We have seen what happens when producers put an entire season on the back of one of the cast members and center the entire season around them. Sometimes they float and sometimes they sink. But Mia, who has the most interesting storyline going into next season, is going to have to prove herself. And to be perfectly honest with you, kinfolk, I think she can. And that's even going to further put Gizelle out of the loop of things and out of the forefront when it comes to Real Housewives of Potomac. Now, kinfolk, the next part of this rumor, I think everyone else is starting to see about Mia, something that was kind of shocking to me when I realized it on part 3 of the reunion. And it's this. It seems as if Mia has had everyone fooled, even Gordon. And when I say that, I say that by saying when Mia first got on the show, she seemed kind of, for lack of a better word, ditzy. And so people thought that Mia really didn't know what she was doing. She was just going along with the flow. And she was just trying to get along in order to find her place and to keep her position on the show. And for the last 2 seasons, that has really worked for Mia. However, this season, we start to see a different side of Mia. And I think this is the Mia that has been there all along, but it just took her some time bringing this Mia out because she had to gain her footing. And now that she has found her footing at the franchise, I think it's given her the confidence to step out and be the Mia that she's always been. So I also feel like she had Gordon fooled because Gordon seems surprised by this Mia. I think this is a Mia that even Gordon has not seen. Someone who is focused, someone who is determined to get what they want, and someone who is somewhat manipulative in making sure she is financially secure. And I think that's what a lot of the hurt came from when her and G had that conversation, that heart-to-heart on the last episode this season. I think G was operating from a place of just being shocked that Mia was this person who seemed to have manipulated him right out of his position of power. And I think for G, losing that power over Mia is what really frustrated and angered him the most. So Mia definitely had Gordon fooled. Us as the fans, I think she had us fooled to a certain extent that we thought Mia was a one-trick pony. You know, Mia has given us some storylines, but nothing of substance. And even the storyline of substance with her mother, she kind of fumbled it by putting more attention on Candace saying your mama instead of exploring the emotional nature of her and her mother's relationship. But when she came out with this new storyline with her, G and her new boyfriend thinking that he was their son's father, this showed everyone in the cast, and especially the viewers, that Mia does have a lot of tricks up her sleeve, and she may actually be the most interesting housewife on cast. Now, kinfolk, the last part of this rumor that I do find very factual, and it has to deal with Gizelle. And again, we're seeing this play out right before our very eyes, and it's this. I think it's clear to see that Gizelle's power that she has as producing the other ladies is kind of waning a little bit. And when you see that it's waning, you see Gizelle kind of, flapping and becoming all disoriented on like, what is her place at the show. Gizelle is very good at producing the other ladies. However, as the sources are saying, she just can't produce Mia because Mia is producing herself and she's pretty much spilling off her own tea to the viewers before Gizelle can get it and manipulate it. So it takes away a lot of Gizelle's powers of producing the other ladies. And also, that is the reason my sources are saying that Gizelle pretty much gets away with murder is because she pretty much does the producer's jobs for them, and they just give her the protection, the cover that she needs when things get a little bit too sticky. So that, what my sources are saying, has been the alleged trade-off between her and production. Now, the fact that Mia probably peeped this and decided to spray her own tea and to get ahead of it and construct the narrative and take control of the narrative and protect that narrative goes to show you that she probably was paying attention to Gizelle's game from day one. And Gizelle, for the first time, I think, as a housewife of Potomac, has been outsmarted. And it's kind of genius that she was outsmarted by a newbie. When it came to Wendy proved that she was not afraid of Gizelle and got Gizelle to back down. But we never saw anyone strategically beat Gizelle, like coming up with a plan and outplotting her. Something that Gizelle, from a lot of sources say, really takes pride in doing. Coming up with plans and trying to outsmart her castmates. But it seems like Mia had her licked. And it seems like Mia also understands and understood how to play the game. And it seems as if she learned it from Gizelle. So, kinfolk, I definitely do believe that Mia taking her power back and her storyline and protecting it from Gizelle is going to be one of the main reasons why we see Gizelle and her power pretty much dissipate this upcoming season on Real Housewives of Potomac. But kinfolk, I want to know what you guys think. If you are to believe this rumor that allegedly Gizelle and Mia are in a quiet war behind the scenes at Real Housewives of Potomac, do you think Mia will ultimately come out on top, or do you think Gizelle is just too powerful not to win? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. All right, kinfolk, as always, if you enjoyed this video, please like, share, subscribe, and comment, and I'll see you guys over in the next one. Peace.